Well, welcome YouTube friends and family to today's edition of the Wellness Homesteader. If you're new to my channel, my name is Kim. I love to do all things homesteading, homemaking, cooking, cleaning, crafts, all of the good fun stuff, gardening, chickens. So I hope that if you found my channel by accident, you'll go ahead, watch the video, give it a thumbs up, and hit that subscribe button. So what am I going to do today? Well, y'all, it has still been raining here in Ohio. I am so delighted. We got another ½ inch of rain, a little more actually. So we're getting up close to around 3 inches, and we were in such a drought. I am thrilled, and I'm also thrilled that I don't have to water. So this morning, let's take a trip down to the Dollar General. I just want to see what they have. I've clipped their digital coupons because a couple products that I use are on sale. So let's go see what we can find and what prices look like at the Dollar General. I don't have a Dollar Tree close by, so Dollar General is usually my first choice. So let's go. So the first thing I see here is an $8 fabric pumpkin. And while it's super cute, it gives me an idea. And I do have some styrofoam pumpkins that I could cover at home, so we'll get into that for a craft. This is really cute too, but I think I can make that as well. So they do have a lot of cute things. I think Dollar General has really kind of stepped up their game. And I'm happy to see something turkey because that is relatively rare. Y'all can't believe it, but Christmas trees are coming in stock already. One of the things I am noticing is the pasta aisle is a little more bare than usual. They still have some, but the individual servings, they have a lot of that here because I live this is right across the street from a university, so I'm sure that is a portion of it. But y'all look, a fall leaf fell in my cart. How about that? So I am looking for some cream of chicken soup. Oops, looks like they're having a leak situation going on. So let's see. I do not mind the Clover Valley, and it's 60 cents cheaper, so significantly cheaper. So let's grab a couple of those. And I even don't mind the Clover Valley cream of mushroom. Sorry, y'all. And it is $1 compared to $2. Y'all don't disregard the Clover Valley brand at Dollar General. It is really quite good. And sorry to show you the bucket mess. Ooh, should I get those spiral noodles? No, I'm gonna make them homemade. All right, I've lost my internet connection, so I'm gonna have to go up to the door so that I can check my DG coupons. So stay tuned. So y'all, this is what I mean. Look at all of the cool Halloween stuff. That ghost is really unique. I love that. Oh, that is so funny. Kind of reminds me of my kid right now. I'll see if I can find one that isn't kind of boogered up like that, but that's really cute for $2. All right, so I have a question for all of you. Have any of you tried some of the LA's Totally Awesome products or the Awesome bleach? Unfortunately, see, these are all scented. It's really hard to find scent-free bleach. But this is their dollar spot, and even have like fake woolite, so to speak. So drop me a comment below if you would. I'm very curious how that product actually works, because as you all know, laundry is products have just gotten so expensive. I also have scent boosters, which I'm completely addicted to, but I'm not going to buy a 10-ounce Downy because, yeah, I have a coupon for the bigger container. All of these products are $1, so if you want to bless someone who's a little less fortunate, you know, soaps, shampoos, even conditioners, toothpaste, nice big tubes of toothpaste, dish detergent, basic cleaning products. They have a lot here for $1, even some basic medications. So don't discount the Dollar General just because Dollar Tree seems to be what I hear about the most. So yeah, we've got some good products here. Sometimes you start to do a video on one thing and then it turns into something else. So neither my Dollar General, which has a huge frozen food section, nor my local grocery store, which is smaller than most, like, I don't know, 7-Eleven, Stop and Goes. I don't even know quite what to call those little stores anymore because I never go in them. But none of them had any frozen cubed potatoes. You know, some people call them hash browns, some people call them home fries. So I was like, I'm not driving clear to the next town. But then I got thinking, but there's a Dollar Tree there. So let's do a little comparison. I need a couple things that the Dollar General did not have, so I'm gonna have to go to Big Town and see what I can find. So come along with me, and when I get back, we will do a comparison because I am trying to finish up my fall decor. So there's a few things I need to make it just the way I want it. So for $1.25, cute mat, but this is like super thin, so not really like an outdoor mat, but can be layered, no problem. They have a lot of outdoor decor. Yeah, I'm perusing the unloaded boxes, but I'm sure they have plenty out too. These little mason jar decorations are super cute, and they have several different looks, and of course $1.25. But you can also take off the raffia, clean up the glue strings, and you really fancy it up here. How cute is that for the kitchen? Another thing Dollar Tree has a lot of are the color or paint your own ornaments. And I have so many of these in my craft overstock, but these are great for crafting. These are also really fun for littles. Dollar General has one, which I will be sharing when I share the haul. They're a lot smaller, and I usually do one every year. More like a foam craft kit like this. Just makes little ornaments if you had a Halloween tree. I guess those are all the same. Oops. And then they have the Eek and the Boo, which I have unused. So I need to get busy, don't I? We need to get busy and do some crafts together. See, cute little monster puppet, skeleton, ghost. If you like to make wreaths like I do, this mesh tube, they have all the Halloween colors right now, including the black over here, and chenille stems. Now, I will tell you, these are thin enough that you would want to double up for most wreaths. And lots of picks. Look at the cute witches hats. And these are super cute too. So I have to say, even though I said Dollar General's my pick, I am impressed with what I'm seeing today at the Dollar Tree. In the Crafter Square section, they have a lot of these faux leather words that are super pretty. Some rub-on transfers. Stay tuned for a craft with that. And lots of the little pumpkins, like with the sweatery material. So, oh, what's under my fingernails? Very cute. I like these. Very, very cute. And if you just want the plain, these you can paint with chalk paint, like any color. Let's do that instead. Yeah, so now I'm in the technical Crafter's Square aisle. You can see there's a lot of empty spots. They do have things if you have a Cricut and vinyl, like chalkboard tags, all kinds of those, or you can write on them with chalk pens. Tons of vinyl to use for Cricut. I have purchased some. Y'all, I'm still struggling with my Cricut, so we won't discuss that right now. Even some tools that you can use with the Cricut. This is kind of a mock-up that they use. Oops. Same with the craft scraper. You know what? That's a nice one. I don't need that. Put it back, Kim. I love all things craft. Let's see what else they have. Lots of paints, canvases, which you can do a lot of neat things with canvases. Some wood blanks, not tons, but some basic shapes if you want to make your own. So yeah, lots to look at, and some metal as well. Another item you might consider if you have a Cricut are these plain white candles. Oops, I'm in everybody's way. I mean, you can get the ones with images on them as well, but you can write. Let me get out of the way here. Pardon me. That's okay. I'm just talking away. You can write on them, you know, with your vinyl. You could probably paint on them, but I've seen that done in several YouTube craft videos. It's a little more difficult to price compare what I purchased, but I will say they have some of the same brands of shampoo, conditioner, body wash, that type of thing, but here, $1.25 instead of $1 at Dollar General. And I will also say, one of the things I've realized is a lot of the brand name, and I'm not a big brand person, but a lot of the brand name things are outside of what they can purchase for $1.25 or offer for $1.25. So there's a little bit less of a selection of things that I naturally purchase. I will say they have a robust selection of unscented, non-concentrated bleach, so that's great. Downy wise, they just have the itty bitty, which the 10 ounce, which was $1 at Dollar General, $1.25 here. So not a good option for me. One area they do excel in are their glass containers. They have a lot of really unique shapes and sizes. This is pretty as well, so if you're looking for a holiday type candy dish, those make excellent choices. They have quite a bit of dishware, plasticware. So I would say this is something that Dollar General does not generally have. It's raining again. You know, feast or famine. Ohio joke is, you know, you might wear like Ugg boots and hoodie when you leave the house, and you're going to come home in shorts and flip-flops, because that's kind of the way things go. So I ended up having, I'm locked in the car. I ended up having to leave. This particular Dollar Tree might not be the safest one, but it's the only one close by me. Some unusual people in there. What can I tell you? They have a lot of items, a lot of decorative items, a lot of craft items. Where I think for me Dollar Tree falls short is I don't really enjoy shopping, so I don't want to buy a $1.25 fabric softener that's going to last me 2 weeks and I have to come back, because I need the mega size, guys. So I think that is kind of the different philosophy between Dollar General and Dollar Tree, but you can certainly find things that are nice in Dollar Tree. This particular one hardly has any food, and there's a reason for that. We are close to 3 major grocery stores. So in the rain, I'm gonna head to one such grocery store and grab my taters, and we'll head on home and I'll share with you what I hauled. I popped in Walmart to get my potatoes, and I wanted to show you that these little wooden stand-up things are $3.88 here compared to $1.25 at the $1.25 tree. So their prices this year, they have a lot, but they're a bit more pricey than I've seen in the past for sure. $25 for the wreath. Well, y'all, the Lord's been blessing our drought for a few days now. It was not supposed to rain today, and now it says rain possible through 5 p.m. So we can still use the rain. Thankfully, the waters had some time to absorb. We got kind of a break yesterday. That really helped, but the skies are quite ominous. So we'll get on home here and we'll do a haul. We made it back from all of our hauls here. So here I have Dollar General, Dollar Tree, and my one witty bitty from Walmart. So I did like this little book stack, but I think we can do better. So many times I will buy a craft item like this and then add my own little something. So stay tuned for that. This was, turn it around here, $5. So Walmart in my area has added like, kind of like a Target dollar spot. I haven't been to Target in years, so I don't know. But not the fanciest book stack, and to me it doesn't look so much like a book stack, so we're going to take care of that. Switching over here to the Dollar Tree, I found this really cute rub-on transfer sticker. I'm still having trouble with my Cricut, but for $1.25 and 4 different colors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can count. I decided to give this a try, and I'll show you in a minute what we're going to use it for. So I'm going to put that in the craft pile. This was also just too cute. Come in for a bite. But as you see, like the glue is super sloppy, and I don't know. We can make that better. So I'm going to work on that. And these were $3.88 at Walmart. So $1.25, good deal. I picked up just some various pumpkins for crafting. Each of these was $1.25. So these have like little twisty tie things on the back of them, but they're very easy to paint. These I thought were neat because it says burlap, but you know, they're textured. Who doesn't like glittery pumpkins? And then this was like a copper color pumpkin, something a little different. This is actually a plastic jar. Pick your poison. I have a decorating use for that. And then, as I showed you in the Dollar Tree for $1.25, 'tis the season to be spooky. But y'all, look at this. Like, if I put that outside, it's like a heavy piece of fabric to me. So I am going to be using that in my kitchen. I'll turn y'all this away. Whoa, about fell over. I guess I shouldn't do that. All right. Moving on here to Dollar General. So I had to get some candy for my little jars. And I'm going to show y'all something. If you have any type of jar, you can use window clings on it and make it look super cute, and then peel it off and change it up for the season. Put your window clings back on the backing. So this jar holds some significance to me because I remember this from my childhood. So just a little idea for you there. Y'all, I never drink soda, but these are the little mini cans, just the little 8-ounce. And I thought, you know, there are times I would like to have something besides just water or coffee or tea or milk. So I grabbed a 6-pack of those. If you have not tried this Ember, oh, y'all, smells super good. I don't know quite what to tell you it smells like, just that it smells good. And with that, I got the Amber. Okay, it's Mandarin Amber. So if you're not into the whole pumpkin spice cinnamon thing, I thought this was a good option. They did have on sale Planters nuts if you bought 2. I have a recipe for Christmas that I want to use some dry roasted peanuts, so I grabbed that. And I don't have any cashews on hand, so these are both sealed with long expiration dates. Just going to hold on to those. I bought 2 cream of mushroom and 2 cream of chicken. One of the cream of chicken we're going to be using here in a moment for a recipe. I thought this was super cute too. And again, I know I've got a lot of pumpkin spice stuff, but it's farmhouse, it's cute, and it was $2. And it's a nice heavy weight, and I like the pumpkin cutout. But you could embellish it if you wanted it a little bit more fancy, I guess you would say. I do not have a whole lot of fall wax melts. I have a whole lot of wax melts, but not a lot of fall. So I grabbed these apple cinnamon. I also found this Greek sage and pumpkin candle, and it's huge, huge, guys. And it was $7, but it smells absolutely amazing, and it's orange. And when you burn it down, you can refill it with your own wax if you make candles, which is my plan. So I thought that wasn't too bad of a deal. I'm going to try some Optic White Pro Series Colgate for a craft project. I found this really nice glass canister for $3. So let's put this over in the craft pile. I did manage to find a skeleton for $2 that wasn't quite as boo-booed up, but this is just too cute, and I needed it. I did find their Ultra Downy on sale in the large quantity, so I was happy to find that. They had their Cascade Platinum on sale as well. I rarely use my dishwasher, but I realize I'm almost out of dishwasher tabs, so I just wait for them to go on sale, and there you go. I've used these foam DIY craft kits every year. They're so cute and so fun. Just a cute little afternoon activity. Good for smalls and littles, you know, just cute. So we'll put that over in the craft pile. And then the last item I bought, I love this, guys. And I am going to embellish this up a little bit. It is a battery operated, like a farmhouse type lantern. And even though I've kind of gotten rid of a lot of the country decor in my home, I really like this more modern farmhouse look. So don't look at my to-do list, y'all. It's super long. So I think we did pretty well. Let me give you my impressions of, oh, I missed something, y'all. Missed 2 things. So this is pretty sad looking, don't you agree? However, these unfinished beads could be stained. The ribbon and sad looking faux eucalyptus could be replaced or added to. So we are going to do a little craft with that. This was $5. See here. And in the center, it has this little tag that says give thanks. I don't think you could have, even at the Dollar Tree, purchased this many wooden beads, a wire frame, which they did not have, the tag, and the embellishments for that price. But we're going to pretty it up a little bit. And then the last purchase is just a very inexpensive tabletop tray. This was actually on sale. It was in the summer goods, so it was 50% off, so I only paid $5. Y'all, I'm sorry when I bobble all over the place. I am terrible at trying to hold the camera still. Just excuse that, would you please? So, what is my impression of Dollar Tree versus Dollar General. My personal favorite for the way I shop and the quantity I buy is Dollar General. You can find some definite good buys at Dollar Tree, and I think it largely depends on which Dollar Tree. On the way to my lash lady appointment, there's a Dollar Tree that has a much bigger crafting spot. But I never find in my area Dollar Trees that have a lot of food options. Not that I shop a whole bunch at Dollar General and Dollar Tree for my groceries, but sometimes because I have a Dollar General very close, a mile away, it's really handy for me just to be able to run there and pick something up, even if it's a few cents more. It's definitely not more if you consider how far I have to drive to a major area grocery store. Walmart definitely had the most high-end selection of fall items. I thought the quality of Walmart versus Dollar General, I thought was pretty comparable, and Dollar General was far cheaper. So what is the net of all this? I think it just kind of depends, y'all. I've had to reassure myself that I cannot get the cheapest price every time. And I try to be aware of, in the stores I have available to me, what is the most economical way to go. I keep a running list in my phone, on the refrigerator, to try to not ever run out of anything. And as you know, I have a fairly large pantry, but sometimes I will let something slip by. So it's nice to have that close option of the Dollar General. So what are we going to do now? Well, first we're going to clean this mess up, and then we are going to make a delicious, very simple Crockpot potato soup. Stay tuned. It's getting to be that season where we like to pull out the crock pot and cook things low and slow all day long, fill our homes with delicious cooking smells and all the favorite scents of fall and winter. So you're going to see a little bit more in the way of a crock pot meal from me coming up. One of my favorite things to eat kind of year round, except when it's super hot, is soup. I love soup. Cute story about my son Ben. Growing up, we always, when I was a little kid, my mom, when she would serve soup, would say, do you want more soup or trash? So the trash was the pieces of whatever. So if it was vegetable soup, do you want more broth or do you want more of the vegetables and meat? I like the soup. My son likes the trash. So he still to this day is like, don't give me a bowl that's just soup, Mom. I want the trash. So this is going to have a little trash in it today. I'm trying to merge kind of the best of both worlds. I don't always have time or take the time to cook a meal start to finish from scratch. That's why I love my crock pot. I love my Instapot. I love my Sun oven. But today, since it's still monsooning, I want to try this recipe. And it's super, super easy. And I'm going to give you the ingredients and also tell you how you might substitute. So let me flip you down here. Also, you guys, if you make that praline pecan dish cobbler, you gonna have to soak that crock pot, but mine's good and clean. It did get pretty hard in there, and I should have put water in it last night because I didn't wash it till this morning. Anyway, so the first thing you're gonna need, you're going to need your bag of taters, and good luck. You all, there must be a problem in my area with potatoes because I could not buy the Great Value brand. But what this calls for is the 2-pound bag of diced hash brown potatoes. So you want like the diced ones, not these tear hair things never work for me. Yeah, see, they just never work for me. You don't really want hash browns. I thought about doing it with hash browns. I think you could, especially if you were going to like stick blend it and just make it like a thick creamy soup. But at any rate, you pour in your entire bag. Now, to that, if you purchase your broth from the store, one of the cartons is 32 ounce. I happen to have my own chicken bone broth that I made. So always smell it, guys. So you want to add 4 cups, 32 ounces, quart, however you want to call it, of the chicken broth. Next, you need a can of cream of chicken soup. Now, I do make my own cream of something soup mix, and you could use that, but for these things, ease, I am going to use the prepared soup that came from Dollar General. And just in here. Do not stick the spatula into a narrow can, Kim, because you will catch up your foot. I need to get myself a smaller spatula because all my spatulas, if the can is narrow mouthed, they're too wide. You know, if I was going to do this again, I would have put some of that chicken broth in this can to help rinse it out. I will, off camera, I will ladle out some broth and do that. Now, we're going to stir this together and go ahead and get our crock pot on. Now, I'm going to do it on high. You can do it on low for like 7 hours or high for 3 to 4. But I'm going to need to eat. And I didn't get started because I had to go to Big Town today. Okay. So I'm just going to give that a stir. And then you could use frozen onions, which you can buy in bags at most grocery stores. Or if you remember when we canned onions, I am going to put, not all of this in here, I don't think. Let's see. Oh, actually, yeah. So I'm going to do about half of a pint, which doesn't help you all. That's probably, I know it's less than a cup. And I'll just pop those back in the fridge. Now, you can add your salt, your pepper, whatever spices you like now, or you can be a purist because we are going to, an hour before we eat this, we are going to be adding something. And you might be like, well, this isn't creamy. Oh, yes, it will be, because we're going to add 8 ounces of cream cheese to it, and then some cheese and some bacon to top it with. So this will be quite rich at the end. I'm going to add some garlic powder, some celery seed. I think that's all I'm going to add to start with. So I'm going to get this cooking, and I will bring you back when we're ready to add the cream cheese in a few hours. Stay tuned. Our soup has been cooking on high for about 3 hours. So let's take a quick peek here. And you do need to cook those potatoes. I did end up adding the rest of those, onions. So you'll see some onion pieces in mine, but you know, hey, this doesn't look like potato soup, right? I don't like the way that, well, nope, it's fine. It's missing the whole dairy element. So we're gonna fix that and cook it for another hour. So into the mixture, you want to add an 8-ounce block of cream cheese. And I think this is going to add the richness, depth of flavor. I did do a little taste test before I turned on the camera. I put no salt in there because there was salt in the cream of chicken soup, but there was no salt in the chicken broth. So I think it's going to need a little bit, but I put pepper, I put celery seed, and I did put also some granulated garlic. So the flavor's there. It just kind of tastes like it needs salt to me, but I thought, let's go ahead and add this cream cheese, cook it for another hour, and we'll come back and decide what else this delicious potato soup will need before we take a taste test. Stay tuned. Our soup has been cooking for about 4 hours, and y'all look at this. Let me do it this. I'm terrible at this. So what I ended up doing is I did put about a cup of cheese, and I used extra sharp white cheddar because that's what I happen to have, and a little bit of salt. Even though I usually don't use a lot of salt, this needed salt. Once I dished it up, I added a few little pieces of bacon, some cheese, some sour cream, and some chives. So this is like a loaded baked potato. So here's what it looks like, and y'all, it's screaming hot. Let's see how it tastes. Guys, this is really, really, really good. Tastes like a loaded baked potato. The cream cheese added a lot. I have a piece of cheese string, excuse me. Highly recommend that you add cheese to the soup. I've seen varieties too where people will add a package of bacon bits. I wanted to make it a meat-free unless you just want to add a little on top. So rich, so comforting, so delicious. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. It was a little of this and a little of that. But don't despair, crafts are coming. So I hope to see you on Saturday with a craft video, unless I change my mind midstream, which I have a tendency to do. But that's my plan as of today, which is Tuesday. So until I see you again, don't forget to smash that like button. Leave me a comment. What do you think of this easy peasy baked potato soup? And as always, be healthy, be well, be blessed. Take care.